Roofing here again. I'm just on a job that we're doing a commercial project. We're installing some dry pan flashings to pick up exhaust fans. There's a hell of a lot of them. There's probably 40 or 50 of them to put in to reduce the CO2 levels inside. Now you can see here the fans are quite big. They're around the 1100 wide mark, and for us to install a dry pan flashing, we need to include an extra rib each side, which is as per the code to have like a dry pan each side. So we've ended up with quite a significant dry pan flashing, about the 1450 500 wide. Now these things are tricky to do and make watertight, but we've come up with solutions. Some of the fails we've identified in the past with large dry pans is when people walk over them, they tend to damage them, compromising the integrity of the joint. So we've come up with a two-piece system and have come up with an idea where we actually support the dry pan as you walk across it. As you can see, when I walk across this dry pan, there's a lot of extra support under there for a piece of flat sheet metal. So how we've done that is we've sourced polystyrene, cut to width and the right height, and we pack the pans out with polystyrene. Now in the past, roofers have used ply, actual ply boards to support it, but that's, number one, it's labour intensive, it's heavy, it's difficult to get up on top of a roof. You'd have to crane everything up, and it is quite a bulky product. But when it does meet then when you come to the ridge capping, it actually creates a little bit of a ski jump, because using 8mm ply or something of that measurement, then you're actually coming up at a certain height and having to jump up. Now what we've found is, if that was the case, we'd have to replace some ridge capping. It would be a pretty significant job all the way through. We're talking about 40 odd fans. So the ply itself is a fantastic solution. It'll be there forever and a day. You can see this is actually a two-piece flashing. So it's got a V-bead, it's under sealed, so we've got quite a hefty bead of silicon between those two pieces of sheet metal, and what they then stitched it at about 150, 200mm intervals, which basically makes it absolutely bulletproof. You can walk on it. There's not going to be any damage from foot traffic. It's not going to be, none of the joints are going to be compromised because of people walking across it or thermal movement. So we found that this is by far the most durable solution for a dry pan flashing. So you can see the safety, a little bit about the safety we go into. So there is areas of fiberglass sheeting. Now we've identified that, and every single one of them is fenced off to prevent people, a little bit thoughtless, getting tired walking near them. There's different that fail-safe in place we found. Now I'll just take you over. I'll show you one of them in progress. So you can see the polystyrene packing under the sheet, and the way they go about it, that's where the penetration is going to get cut out. These boys are doing a fantastic job, by the way. So you can see the packing that goes into it, all the actual attention to detail. So absolutely fantastic. You see harnessed up, travel restraint, all doing everything right. So fantastic setup. So the reason for these dry pan flashings, the designers when they considered this project actually called for them. So it's pretty standard across the board now. Anytime you've got a penetration coming through a roof, because they're notorious for being a problem. So with designers and draftsmen and people are calling for this stuff, obviously it is needed. That they wouldn't just do what they used to do and cut a penetration through the roof and call it finished. So that's a lot more, significant amount more work that goes into getting to the end result, which is having all these fans installed. You see the shorter ones up onto the ridge. You know, everything is under sealed, over sealed. So fantastic job, as I say. So that's where the fan will sit. There's quite a few of them. So dry pan flashing 101. I think it's a must every time you've got a penetration coming through a roof. If you want it to last for 20 or 30 years, this is the method.